Hi friends, and welcome to the first video of Queer Art at Home. I wanted to begin with a quick apology. I was hoping to have this video uploaded earlier, but I was called to care for someone very dear to me and chose to prioritize them. I hope you'll understand that this means that I'm not at my best, but I promise to try to do better for the Thursday video. If you haven't seen the intro video for Queer Art at Home, here's the summary. Throughout Pride Month, I will be giving you a color and a prompt every Monday and Thursday that you can explore in any medium. I'll be doing these activities as well, so you'll get to see how I interpret the prompts, but I hope you'll feel inspired to take it in your own direction and make it meaningful to you. My medium throughout Queer Art at Home will be zines. I picked up some really nice scrapbooking paper for each color theme. Today's color theme is pink, and the prompt is: what is a story you know about LGBTQ2S+ history from before you were born? What parts of this story are often unheard? I chose for my piece to commemorate the infamous book burning of World War II at this institution. I don't believe I can say the name properly because I'm not good with German pronunciation, so I'll just put it on screen. If you speak German, feel free to drop tips in the comments. We often see photos circulating of book burnings from this era, but it's not often discussed which books were being burned. I learned a while ago that one of the most famous book burning photos from World War II was of the destruction of this institution that studied sexuality and gender. I was told that some scholars claim modern understandings about sexuality and gender are only beginning to match what was understood by this institution when it was destroyed. Learning about this institution and the kinds of research being done there reminds me that queer people have been here for a long time. We've been accepted and loved and celebrated. What makes us feel like our history is only a series of hardships isn't because it was. There was definitely hardship, I'm not denying that. But a lot of successes and joys from our queer histories were actively erased. That's why we need to look for them. We need to uncover our own histories and honor that we didn't just come from nowhere. We came from queer ancestors who lived through eras of empowerment and oppression and acceptance and rejection and everything in between. Queer histories are complicated. They're messy. When I dive into queer history, I realize that we are part of a legacy that is bigger than ourselves. When we have a past, we have a purpose. When we have a purpose, we have a future. Then the present becomes a little easier to make it through. When exploring queer history for your pink activity, I want you to look at the stories that maybe don't fit into modern narratives about what queerness was like in the past. Don't fall for the belief that we all came out of thin air or that we only existed in quiet sadness. There was sadness, but there was also queer innovation like at this institution. There's queer revolution, queer complexity, queer celebration, queer stories of all kinds. Some resources you might like to look up if you are interested in exploring queer history more include Stryker's Transgender History, Feinberg's Transgender Warriors, and Barker's Queer: A Graphic History. But don't feel like you need to research this project too much. You can take a story you already know, talk to a queer elder, or do some light digging on the internet. Find a story that resonates with you, and create a piece that reflects on whose voices you may not be seeing valued in our current history textbooks. Some examples include the Stonewall Riots, the Victorian Romantic Friendships, or the 1920s lesbian marriage subversions. If you are interested in getting feedback on your work, please send it to zinesbyal@gmail.com or join the Queer Art at Home Facebook group to post your work for peer feedback. Don't worry too much about making it perfect. The point is just to make art and dig into the stories of your queer community a little bit. Feel free to check out the next video on Thursday the 8th, where I will be exploring the color red and giving some thought to queer youth and growth. I can't wait to see what you all create, and I'm excited to chat queer art with you. See you next time!